Hello, welcome back. We're doing another part of the Vulcan. Now there was a slight working on it last night. Let me just show you. I had to put the nose on. Now the problem was to get these lines to join up. I had to squeeze sort of squeeze the sides in to try and get a good even seal. So I started putting tape around. Unfortunately, during that I put so much pressure on trying to get the lines even that I have actually cracked part of the hull. I don't know if it will show up there, but it's there. You can see it. It's there. So today we're going to be looking at repairing that and cleaning up some of these other gaps and that. So let's get to it. Okay, so you can see we've got it on the table. I haven't got a very big working space here because the lens is zoomed in. As you can see, this takes up the whole of that space. It's massive. Right, but what we're going to do now is we're going to take this tape off and have a look and see how bad the join is. I'm expecting it to be fairly bad, to be honest. I didn't have a lot of confidence in it yesterday when it was going together. I can see we've got a gap there already, but we can fill that. It's not a problem. It's not an issue. Let's just get that off. Let's get all this off and then we'll have a proper look at it under the microscope, as it were. Just take this off as well, as long as it doesn't fall apart. I think that would be the worst case. Just pulling these tabs off. See here, I had to cut that last night. I had to cut that where it was tight because there was so much pressure on there that it was just splitting the plastic. What had happened is all the glue had made that area, which is fairly thin, in one spot. All the glue had softened the plastic, so when the pressure was on and I was squeezing it to try and get it to stay in position, yeah, it didn't like that. Right, so yeah, we've got to put some filler along there, which is no problem. We don't want to fill those though, so some tape down either side of that. We've got these two little pieces to put on here, which I'm hoping will help hide some of the damage done on this side, which is where the most of the damage is. And then yeah, we're going to fill around there. Everywhere else isn't too bad. Sand along the wing edges. Yeah, so not too bad. Better than I was expecting, actually. Could have been a lot worse. Yeah, it looks. So let's get the tape on. Let's get and have we got anything there we can pop under just to Yeah, that just brings it up a little bit to my height. Mind you, you can't see it then. Let me just... There we go. Right. I just need the masking tape, which is up on the drawer behind me. Is it this one? Have to forgive me, these things are a little bit farther away since we've moved into this room, and I've had a long sort of break from modelling, so kind of catching up on where everything is, and in some cases how to do things as well. So let me just put some tape down either side there. Go just off to the side there. I think I've left enough. Yeah, do this side as well. Not going to do this back bit because I think we've got something sitting on the top there, the rear tail, so it's going to be covered over anyway, so let's get that. We also need, now the front's been done once already. There's a line there, but there's no scratch, but I'm just going to do it again just to be on the safe side. There's a tiny little scratch just at the top. Very faintly feel it with my fingernail. Oh, whoops. Tied that up a bit there, not to worry. Right. As long as this side's okay, that's all that matters. Okay. There we go. Just make sure that's nice and right. We don't want to fill that bit there because that's where the canopy sits in. So we'll just pop that over there. And just a bit there. This, I don't like this, it twists in the bloody, don't like that at all. Let me just cut a piece off there. No, that's twisted that side, I'm not doing that. Right, this side. Need to get a proper stand. Right, there we go. Got a coffee machine in the room now, so I can make coffee whenever I want, which is pretty cool. I'm just going to turn the fan on a minute. Hopefully it won't interfere with the sound too much. Right, so as for our fillers, I had quite a choice when I came up here, and I looked a few minutes ago. I got the things out that I needed. Unfortunately, because I've been out of the hobby for quite some time, the first thing I noticed was I was going to give these, I use these quite a lot, especially for small cracks and things like that. And as you'll see, this is Mr. Surfacer 500. It's yeah, well, not its best. So not to worry, I've got other jars, but again, not its best. And then I went to the other one, and the case, the lid is cracked, and it yeah, it's had it, it's all evaporated. So I'm left with not a bad choice actually. See, look, it's just trying to get the damn thing on. I need to order some more of that, but that's not going to come today. So I've got super glue, obviously, and all the usual suspects, but green putty, I like this. It's much better than, I think, better than the plastic white putty for a couple of reasons. Well, one main reason: when you re-wet it, it doesn't dissolve. With plastic white putty, once it gets wet, it starts to dissolve again. And you know, it's handy if you have a seam that is playing up. You can re-wet it and you can redistribute it. But this stuff, once it's on, it's on. It's the only way you'll get it out is to sand it, or, you know, scrape it, drill it, or something like that. So I have got I got the Humbrol, and I've also got Plasto, which I've never used before. I don't think I've used Plasto before. Maybe I should try this, although, you know what, it makes sense to use the one that's open rather than, then I'll have multiple ones open like this, and then they'll become null and void. And so, is this okay? Right, have we got a little pot we can, or a cap? Yes, we need a little bottle cap. That's what I use. That'll do nicely. Now this stuff you can mix with TET to make it more, I'm sure it's meant to be a bit more softer than that, but we'll see in a minute. We'll put some TET with it and see what happens. Where is the TET? There, we'll use some of this. it's starting to soften up nicely now. There we go. Sorry, it was off the. Just keep. Let me just see what that's like. Right, let's try it. Now we're going to go from there up. There we go. It's a little bit more stodgy than I like it, but we can put some more of this on in a minute, just to. Problem is we don't want to crack open the join, so there we go. Right, we've got a bit in there, we need a bit more. So now I've taken the top little bit out, which normally is the one that hardens off first. Let's go straight in and put a nice healthy line on there. There we go. There we go. Right. We're going to sand all that round in a minute. Now for that I am going to try and use a little bit of the stuff there, the dissolved putty, just to fill that little crack if I can, because this is just a bit too thick. There we go, let's just take this off my fingers. So I'm going to look where else you can see before where I filled the dips in earlier in the series when we had these nasty holes along the base there. They're nice and flat now, but they were same process, so it does come out very nice when it's finished, and it will be invisible once it's painted. Now this one down here is a much smaller crack, so not crack, seam line. This one at the bottom is much smaller, so it's just not very much room for working if can I do anything to mix this up? We need to find a bit of a coarse brush, I think, just to, right. Yeah, oh, we've got quite a bit in the bottom there actually. Nice. Much more in there than I thought we had. Bonus. Still need to buy some more. I love this stuff, I really do. This is Mr. Surfacer 500. This is great. This has got a bit thick, granted, but I like it like this. I really do, because it just, it might be a little bit too thick, but there we go. Just wipe over that, get rid of that excess, because it's gone on a bit too thick there. We don't want to lose the little bump that's on that console. When it dries off, it's really sands quite nicely as well, this. Plus you've got the added advantage, you can't be, the colour blends in nicely. Right, so that's that one. Now we're going to flip over and we're going to try and deal with this crack. So you need to keep an eye on where the panel line is, because that will need to be reinstated. I'm not going to put these pieces in here until I'm happy with this here. Just going to fill that in there. Now I'm probably going to have to come back because this will probably sink a little bit. And yeah, let's try and okay. We'll deal with the seam lines another time. Don't worry, I know it looks messy at the moment. Once we get sand in, and we'll probably have to revisit this 2 or 3 times to get it in a good state. And that should, just dab that in there. We'll make like a little hill over that line. Wondering whether that should look like a small panel line there. What have we got here? We've got a couple of, they just need sanding, I think. But I'm gonna just put a line along there. Right. Okay. Nothing at the back of the wings that needs taking care of. That's all good. So let me pop that to one side. Oh dear, hold on. Little blip on the underside of the nose. There we go. Excellent. Right, I'm going to pop that there. So there we go. That's not repaired. Don't get me wrong, that is definitely not repaired. I'm just looking for something to clean the brush in. I used to have a little empty jar that had like cleaning solution in. I'm not sure what I've done with it now. Hold on. There we go. Needs topping up. But there we go. I don't know if this will work or not. It's just methylated spirits in this. Oh yeah, that's going to work a treat. Yeah, so we're just going to give that a clean. I'm even searching around, even as I'm talking now, trying to find the kitchen roll that I always used to have on hand. There it is. It's been that long since I've done any sort of videos, but I am back now. I am going to be trying to do more, get more videos done. Let's get that finished. Okay, well, thanks for taking the time to watch this video. If you enjoyed it, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't enjoy it, give me a message, tell me why you didn't enjoy it, and I'll, if I can, if it's something I can rectify, I will. I know I've got videos on this channel. There's 364 videos last count, and they go way back. So the videos basically started when I started modelling, so I didn't know anything when I started modelling, and it's all about the progress I made. So, you know, you'll go back, you'll see some of them videos are awful. The cameras were cheap, they didn't work, I didn't have the right stuff, and, you know, loads of things like that. But, you know, we live and learn. So, hopefully, things are much better now. And I look forward to seeing you all soon again. Don't forget, this is part of a series. The rest of these are on the channel. I think there's about 14 episodes so far. This might be 15 or 16, I'm not sure. Yeah, so if you're interested, pop and have a look at those, and I will catch you all soon. Bye for now.